On the news tonight, LEA teachers suspend strike as FCT minister intervenes. AMAC chairman advocates upgrade of chiefdoms in the FCT. And Muslim Congress sensitizes faithful ahead of Ramadan fast. Hello there, good evening. Thank you for joining us on the news desk of NTA Channel 5 Abuja. I am Tessie Omeri. Now details. The intervention of the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Muhammad Musa Bello, was primarily responsible for the suspension of the 2-month strike embarked upon by the FCT chapter of the Nigerian Union of Teachers over the non-payment of certain allowances to the LEA teachers by the area councils. Secretary for Education Dahiru El Katuzu disclosed this during the FCTA Executive Committee meeting in Abuja. Onoze Yakubu tells us more.
It will be recalled that the FCT wing of the Nigerian Union of Teachers embarked on 8-week-long strike to press home their demand over the non-payment of certain allowances by the area councils. Secretary for Education Dahiru El Katuzu disclosed that the timely intervention of the FCT minister gave rise to the achievement of a settlement between the striking NUT and the 6 area council chairmen.
The grievance on which they went on strike was arrears of promotion and annual increment. The other ground on which they went on strike was the payment of arrears of the minimum wage, which the Honourable Minister has graciously decided to wade in and discuss the terms. That has not been finished, but the NUT has given us the assurance they have gone back to class since Thursday, 17th of March.
Speaking further on the highlights of the FCT ESCO meeting, the General Counsel Muhammad Babangida Omar revealed the position reached on the memo presented by the coordinator of the Abuja Metropolitan Management Council on job creation.
That was a presentation by the Abuja Metropolitan Management Council, which discussed its achievements and challenges. One of them is the ability to raise about 37,000 jobs from 2018 to date, which I believe is good for the country. To generate 7,000 jobs, direct jobs, indirect and induced jobs is huge, and it's in line with the president's agenda to create employment in the country.
The FCT ESCO meeting chaired by the FCT minister had in attendance top management staff of the administration. Onoze Yakubu, NTA News.
And in continuation of his valedictory visit to traditional leaders within the area council, AMAC chairman Abdullahi Adamu Kandidu was at the palace of the Emir of Jiwa, Alhaji Idris Musa. The chairman seized the opportunity to call on relevant authorities to upgrade chiefdoms in AMAC into first-class traditional institution. Ifoma Ojinta has details.
The institution AMAC is greater and far better than any individual. Okay? And because we have gotten someone who is coming to take over from me, he must be supported. We should encourage him. We are laying a foundation for him to come and take over. Not to dismantle what he's coming to me, but to add, to strengthen the area council.
Although the visit was to thank the traditional institution for the support received so far, AMAC chairman says there is need for the Garki, Jiwa and Kari chiefdoms to be upgraded.
As for the chiefdoms, where we have them upgraded since 1997, and there is no review, no promotion at all since 1997, I want to appeal to the authorities concerned to see reasons why Jua chiefdom in particular and other chiefdoms, particularly in Ama, are upgraded to first class.
Emir of Jiwa, Alhaji Idris Musa, noted that this is the first time in the history of AMAC that an outgoing chairman will embark on a thank you and farewell visit to traditional leaders. He commends the chairman for a job well done.
It is the will of God to choose the next chairman that is coming. We, as followers, whether we like or not, we have to cooperate with him.
He also promised the AMAC Transition Committee of the Chiefdom's support to the incoming administration. Ifoma Ojinta, NTA News.
And it was a session of testimonies as the Chief Technical Officer, NTA Channel 5, Jakan Ishaku Tonches, bows out of service after serving the Nigerian Television Authority, NTA, for the period of 35 years. Odiri Arute reports that the Executive Director Engineering of NTA, Stephen Moses Okwanachi, organized a special send-forth in his honor.
All of us approach him easily. Once you have issues, you meet him, he's always there to attend to you.
Those kind words flooded the send-forth ceremony of the Chief Technical Officer and Head of the Engineering Department of NTA Channel 5, Abuja, Jakan Tonches Ishaku, as he says goodbye to civil service. The Executive Director, Special Duties, Malam Lawal Umar Lalu, who represented the DGNTA, commended the Chief Technical Officer for his outstanding performances during his service years.
It is one individual who is very hardworking, very, very innovative, and he's an individual who believes in peace.
In the same vein, the Executive Director Engineering, Stephen Moses Okwanachi, commended Tonches Ishaku for his doggedness.
Tonches, you will agree with me, many engineers who are your mates, some of them today, they have gone blind. You are leaving NTA with clean record is another good cause to glorify the Almighty God.
I want to thank you so very much for your support, for your contribution, for your dedication, for your commitment, even when I give impossible deadlines.
The man of the moment, Jakan Tonches, could not hide his joy for leaving the service, a proud man.
I want to thank God because of all the colleagues that I worked with in NTA. They have been so supportive. They've been wonderful.
Jakan Ishaku Tonches played active roles in transmitter maintenance. His expertise helped to resuscitate transmitters in Abuja. Odiri Arutere, NTA News.
A jolly good fellow there. Indeed, we're going to miss you, sir. We wish you all the best as you retire. And we pray that you have all the best. It is indeed a privilege to retire hale and hearty and full of smiles. Moving on, residents of the Federal Capital Territory are heaving a sigh of relief following the disappearance of fill queue at major filling stations that dispense the product. From Apani went round town to give us this update.
It was observed that most filling stations in Abuja have resumed full operations after receiving petrol, a development that cleared the queues for petrol in the capital city and its environs. Further findings show that those that were shut for a while are now open for business, an excitement for many.
For today, I think things are getting better. Not as before, past 2 weeks ago, and between last week, Monday, yesterday, and today, things are getting better. If things control like that, I think everybody will be happy.
There is no queue, and it's better. Yeah, it's okay.
On a scale of 1 to 10, I'll give it a 5. We are making progress at least compared to last week. But the challenge that I feel we have right now is attending to people with gallons.
We are actually a little bit happy with the situation because you can see I just came in, not up to 10 minutes, and my car is already taking fuel. So I hope that if this will continue in the next 2-3 days, all the queues will be over.
Retail outlets in the satellite towns along Kuba Expressway and others that had experienced product shortage during the course of the week are now seen dispensing petrol. In Abuja, from Apani, NTA News.
And ahead of the holy month of Ramadan fast, the Muslim Congress has held a seminar to sensitize the faithful to the crucial task at hand. Participants who received the lecture expressed happiness that the seminar is timely. Rosemary Bilal has more.
The annual seminar, which seeks to emphasize the need to be better Muslims through the dedication to worship and living values of Islam, is yet another effort of this group committed to propagating Islam.
As regards to Ramadan, which is by the door, Muslims should prepare not only food, because a number of Muslims are preparing food. Prepare the soul itself for facing the spiritual acts of Ramadan. The essence of Ramadan is to inculcate teaching of God consciousness in one's heart. So as we are preparing the food to be consumed, we should prepare the soul to be able to take the training and then to pass the examination so that we end up in having taqwa.
Participants also advocated more support from the Muslim community to empower Muslims across the country.
Allah, I'm part of the audience. We've learned to be human upright, to balance our human, to be good to our brothers and sisters, to prepare for this Ramadan. If we have any grudges with anybody, we need to clear it before we go into Ramadan.
I always say we will not be different from our personality, and we should be able to follow all the tenets of Islam so that we can have a very virile society free of vices.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. I'm indeed very glad that I'm part of the audience today. It's a sort of reminder for me, particularly the upcoming Ramadan. They've been able to charge us that as Muslims, the challenges we face today emanates from individual to family and also to the society. For us to change the society, we must first of all reform ourselves and also change our family. And then every member of the society is from one family or the other. And when individuals are good, when the family are good, the society is going to be better.
Others reminded Muslims of importance of the month being a month of sacrifice and cleansing by all Muslims irrespective of age, economic and social political backgrounds. Rosemary Bilal, NTA News.
We all have stories, but only the best will make Globe Battle of the Year Nigeria. The search for Africa's most creative dance talent.
And on sports, it is no longer news that the Super Eagles of Nigeria failed to qualify for Qatar FIFA World Cup after a 1-1 draw in Abuja with the Black Stars of Ghana. As Naomi Osaka advances into Miami's semi-finals, details of these and more with Faith Awoni on Sports Brief.
Ghana advanced to the finals on their away goal rule after the first leg finished goalless on Friday and will take part in the 2022 World Cup at the expense of Nigeria, who failed to qualify. The Black Stars took the lead at the Moshood Abiola Stadium 11th minute when Thomas Partey gave Ghana a goal against Nigeria, and the Super Eagles equalizing via a penalty by William Trust Ekong, a result that remained till the end of the game. As a result of this, angry Abuja fans invaded the Enko O Abiola Stadium pitch and destroy various facilities following the Super Eagles' elimination from the 2022 World Cup qualifying playoffs. Meanwhile, Senegal, Cameroon, Morocco and Tunisia are the other African countries that represent the continent at the World Cup. In tennis, former world number 1 Naomi Osaka moved into the Miami Open semi-finals with a straight-set win over American Danielle Collins. The Japanese four-time Grand Slam champion, who was yet to drop a set in the tournament, served 13 aces in a 6-2, 6-1 win that lasted from an hour. To boxing, Naoya Inoue and Nonito Doreal are set for a rematch The World Top 2 bantamweight are officially set for the long-discussed rematch, which is scheduled for June 7 in Japan. With Sport Brief, Faith Awoni, NTA News.
And that's the English version of the news. We thank you for your time. Before we go, remember to take your COVID-19 vaccine and adhere strictly to safety protocols to keep safe. Stay with us for the translation in other languages. Good evening.
Azanba jelo ba cheba we yuze kwen kwa we na atnabwa yizenya ba we lena iwo abadazaza ishanda yezuma onewa gobagnayi puta no minister ekinzina Mohamed Musa Bello bela na baige wajege anyawi no ayekpe wiba azazanya la jezebe ayanwu bayin no api mbabe hwi intige abono ata shibayin Oneze Yakubu waganga nyakayankai sepayanya Dahiru El Katuzu ye kucheda osanu azanagban insepaye pezanya be sa ase ba ku abe aje ichei wenganga putanu minister belain okona jin gbedogun ayanwiya ba wo vivi nu aje nu ashinpeye dai mbalo ona agomnati bibi ogun tan yayin nu sheba azamuganya Shinkpeye da municipal gwamnati bibi Abdullahi Adamu candidate ya gbin wejin weye lalo sa jiwai bokun Alhaji Idris Musa ifoma ojinta wagenge shinkpeye daye weye la ewi sadna azadna gban mba dabo gwamnati awoba weye gage abmajin aku mwamwa be asu no abede no ba filo municipal gwamnati bibi ekizin ya sajuwai wai kusan barkaci ga biyawai wai ga shikpe da kunsin yi nwo bilaba wai sa azami wai wafa bagibo a kisina abi bagage balaya bai woko fafa no omi mato zanzanya bwaba frima payin no wa bisheba no amukumba nanu akin zinnaye wa ngege awe no abejin aimu no aipe avunya nge aye ame matenya yin kola ya ko chesaya no amokumba adnagban mba lodnanu akinzinda amokumba ho mba be kugu na ami bala ya ba kun ame nsai nje she azaje jinlo ba kun boada nkote nai atajin abwa aya dagobon ababa bwa wolainu saizu
Masu kallon mu barkanmu da yammaci ga fasarar takaitattun labarai mai karantawa Isiyaku Buhari Suleja. An bayyana cewa dakatar da yajin aiki da kungiyar malamai na sashin babban birnin tarayya ta yi yana da halaka game da shiga tsakanin kungiyar da kuma gwamnatin babban birnin tarayya wanda ministan babban birnin tarayya Muhammad Musa Bello ya yi. Wakilinmu Onozi Yakubu ya ruwaito mana cewa idan ba za a manta ba kungiyar malamai sun shiga yajin aiki na tsawon watanni biyu saboda neman biya masu wayansu bukatunsu wanda ya bayyana haka shine sakataren ma'aikatan ilimi Dahiru El Katuzu a lokacin taron masu ruwa da tsaki a Abuja. A ci gaba da ziyarar da shugaban karamar hukumar yankin Amak Abdullahi Adamu Kandido yake yi wa sarakunan gargajiya ya kai ziyara fadan sarkin juwa Alhaji Idris Musa. Wakiliyarmu Ifoma Ojinta ta ruwaito mana cewa dalilin ziyarar tasa shine don nuna godiya game da goyon baya da ya samu a gare su. ya kuma kira ga cewa ya kamata a ɗaukaka masarautun garkijuwa da karu zuwa masu daraja na ɗaya. A jawabin mai martaba sarkin juwa ya nuna jin daɗinsa da yabo da kuma godiya da ziyarar. An bayyana cewa mazauna babban birnin tarayya da alamu sun samu sauƙi bayan ɓacewar dogon layi da aka yi a gidajen mai. Wakiliyarmu Firama Fanyi ta ruwaito mana cewa ta lura cewa gidajen man fetur da suke Abuja sun koma bakin aiki bayan samun wadatuwar man da kuma sauƙin dogon layuka da ake yi a birnin, wanda yanzu babu wahalar mai, ana samun sauƙi fiye da yadda yake a satin da ya gabata. Jama'a, ƙarshen fassarar takaitattun labarai kenan, mu kwana lafiya.
ekele m gị n'ịnọnyere anyị n'akụkọ ụwa nke taa. Aha m bụ Rachel Ifi Ono. Tọọ ntị n'ala nara anyị akụkọ anyị jiri bịa n'uhuruchi a. Dịka ụlọ akwụkwọ praịma ime obodo n'isi ala anyị gbara abụba ọrụ ruo izuụka 8 n'ihi ụgwọ ndị eji ha site n'okpuru ọchịchị dị iche iche. Onoze Yakubu wetara akụkọ na ode akwụkwọ n'ihe banyere agụmakwụkwọ Dahiru El Katuzu kpughere na minista n'isi ala anyị ekuliela ikwu otu a ga-esi kpezie ihe butere ya bụ abụba ọrụ. Ya bụ nwa amadi gakwara n'ihu kwuo na ha kapịrị nke ọnụ mgbe ndị isi n'isi ụlọ ọrụ gọọmenti isi ala anyị were nzukọ na isi ala anyị. Na ịga n'ihu maka njem njem inye ekele maka ịpụ n'ọkwa onye isi oche n'okpuru ọchịchị Amak, Ifeoma Ojinta wetara akụkọ na onye nọbụrụ n'ọkwa onye isi oche n'okpuru ọchịchị Amak, Abdullahi Adamu Kandido, gara n'obi onye eze ime obodo Jiwa Alhaji Idris Musa ikele ya ekele maka nkwado ọ kwadoro ya mgbe ọ nọ na ọchịchị. Ya bụ nwa amadi jikwazi ya bụ ohere kpọkuo ndị niile ọnụ n'isi ndị eze ime obodo. Ndị obibi isi ala anyị ekurula ume ndụ dịka ikwu n'ogologo ahịrị maka mmanụ ụgbọala belatara. Onye ọrụ anyị Frama Panye mgbe ọ gagharịrị n'isi ala anyị wetara akụkọ na ọdụ mmanụ ụgbọala dị iche iche n'isi ala anyị amaliteghachila ire ya bụ mmanụ ụgbọala. Ọ gakwara n'ihu kwuo na ọdụ mmanụ ụgbọala ndị mechiri emechi agbapeela n'uju ma bụrụkwa ihe obi ụtọ nye ndị obibi isi ala anyị. Onye ọma na-ege ntị, ebe a ka anyị pịachiri akụkọ ụwa nke uhuruchi a. Ndewo.
ẹ̀sìnkú dédé wòyí ròyìn iléeṣẹ́ amóhùnmáwòrán ìkànnì karùn-ún ti ìlú Àbújá ló dé sí etí ìgbọ̀nyín. Mobọ́lájí Mátì ni oníròyìn. Aláṣẹ ìlú Àbújá Muhammadu Musa Bello ti dá sí ọ̀rọ̀ ìdáṣẹ́sílẹ̀ ti àwọn olùkọ́ni ilé ẹ̀kọ́ alákọ̀ọ́bẹ̀rẹ̀ ẹ̀ka ti ìlú Àbújá dáwọ́lé látàrí owó kọ̀ọ̀kan tí àwọn ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ kò san. Alákòójọpọ̀ ìròyìn Onoze Yakubu ròyìn wípé ọ̀gá àgbà ètò ẹ̀kọ́ l'Àbújá Dahiru El Katuzu ló la ọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀hún mọ́lẹ̀ lásìkò ìpàdé ìgbìmọ̀ ìjọba ìlú Àbújá. Ó mẹ́nu bà ọ̀pọ̀ ìgbésẹ̀ tó wáyé níbi ìjókòó ọ̀hún. Alága ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ Amak Abdullahi Adamu Kandido nínú ìrìn àjò ìdágbére rẹ̀ sí àwọn lọ́balọ́ba yíká ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ ọ̀hún fi àkókò ọ̀hún ké sí àwọn aláṣẹ lórí ìdí pàtàkì fún àgbéga àwọn lọ́balọ́ba ní ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ ọ̀hún. Alákòójọpọ̀ ìròyìn Fáyìn Ọjìntà ròyìn wípé ní ààfin ọba ìlú Jìwà ọba Idris Musa gbé òṣùbà fún alága Kandido gẹ́gẹ́ bí alága àkọ́kọ́ tó fi ẹ̀mí ìmoore hàn yíká. Ó pinnu ìfọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ pẹ̀lú ìjọba tuntun tó ń bọ̀ fún ìdàgbàsókè ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ ọ̀hún bákan náà. Ohun gbogbo ti padà síkò pẹ̀lú ìfọ̀kànbalẹ̀ àwọn tó ń gbé ìlú Àbújá bí àwọn ilé epo ti ń fúyẹ́. Wọ́n ń ta epo láìsí súnkẹrẹ fàkẹrẹ àti wọlé sí ilé epo. Alákòjọpọ̀ ìròyìn Framapayin ṣe àbẹ̀wò yíká ìlú. Ó jábọ̀ wípé ọ̀pọ̀ ilé epo tí kò ṣílẹ̀kùn láti ọ̀sẹ̀ tó kọjá ti ṣílẹ̀kùn báyìí, pàápàá ní àwọn ìletò pẹ̀lú àwọn tó ń bẹ lẹ́bàá òpópónà márosẹ̀ Kubwa. Wọlé ra epo jáde ni àwọn awakọ̀ ṣe pẹ̀lú ìdùnnú. Tó kì í dùn púpọ̀ ṣé ó ní ọbẹ̀ oge títí wòye ọ̀la Ojúmọ́ Ire ni yóò mọ̀ wá.